Victor Wembanyama's an 8-foot man who's taken over the NBA, and there's so much you need to know about him. From controversies with the police,
oh my god, I'm scared.
to a secret meaning behind his jersey number. Here's 10 things you didn't know about Victor, starting with the time he predicted his own future. Here in Lachesney, hey, how do I pronounce this?
It's Le Chenet.
Whatever. Here in France is where Victor grew up and started playing basketball because he idolized one of their country's most iconic players, Tony Parker. Not only did Victor become a big enough fan to be seen wearing Tony's Spurs jersey, he wanted to follow in Tony's footsteps by making it to the league and playing for the exact same team. Fast forward 10 years, Victor was balling to accomplish the goal. He became the most hyped young player in the world, so even though every NBA team wanted him, the draft lottery would determine if he'd go where he wanted. As the order got selected, eventually the top pick went to the Spurs.
And that means that the number 1 pick in the 2023 NBA draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs.
So everybody, including Tony Parker himself, claimed that Victor was going to be a Spur, even though the actual draft hadn't happened yet. On June 22nd, 2023, though, it was time to make things official.
Good evening and welcome to the 2023 NBA Draft. Tonight, we usher in the next wave of NBA players.
As it's not hitting me right now, it's gonna hit hard later.
With the first pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama.
Accomplishing something that I've been dreaming of, my whole life. Hearing that sentence from Adam Silver, I've dreamed of it so much now. I gotta cry, man.
It feels like a full circle, like it's funny, like when the draft came, I was like, it's crazy. When they got the number 1 pick, I was like, wow, it was like destiny, I felt like it was meant to be.
Damn. Now all of that is crazy, but not as crazy as Victor's controversy that got the police involved. After the draft took place in Brooklyn, New York, Victor headed to Las Vegas, Nevada for the NBA Summer League. Now, I don't even know how dude lasted hours sitting on a plane like this, but that's besides the point. Once his plane landed and he hopped off the flight, hundreds of fans were already waiting for him. So he made his way through the crowd and eventually traveled to his hotel, the Aria, where even more fans were waiting on him. When he was making his way through the lobby though, a crazy looking fan ran up on him, so she literally got bitch slapped by Victor's security. This wasn't just some random Victor meat rider though. It was celebrity singer Britney Spears. And just taking a look at her, I can see why security wouldn't let her get close. She looks like a homeless crackhead. Regardless, she called the cops and filed a police report, so the Las Vegas Police Department launched an investigation. The situation instantly went viral, so Victor was being asked about it non-stop.
I didn't see what happened because I was walking straight and we told don't stop, but that person grabbed me from behind. Not on my shoulder, she grabbed me from behind, and so I just know that the security pushed her away. I don't know with how much force though, but I didn't stop to look, so I kept walking and enjoyed a nice dinner.
Then after Victor told his side of the story, Britney tried defending herself, until she made the situation even worse by demanding a public apology, because it seemed like she mainly cared about gaining clout from all this. So even though Victor was yelled at about the situation the entire time he was in Vegas,
Victor, do you want to apologize to Britney?
not only did he just ignore the situation, as the police completed their investigation, they announced that no charges will be filed, and they said a surveillance video revealed that Spears actually hit herself in the face after she was pushed away, so she lied about it all. Damn, these thoughts will do anything for Victor's attention, because they probably know he's got the biggest dick in the entire NBA. There's a reason why fans say he's packing. All of Victor's measurements are making NBA history. He stepped into the NBA and instantly became the league's tallest player. Tied for second place are Boban and Kristaps Porzingis, who are both listed at 7'3", and Victor's above them at 7'4", barefoot. Speaking of feet, Victor's shoe size is also one of the biggest in NBA history. Some notable players ahead of him were Shaq, Taco Fall, and Bob Lanier, who all wore a size 22 shoe, but still, Victor's feet are so big, fans don't even say he puts on shoes. They say he wears kayaks because they're a size 20.5. And you know what they say about big feet. Big hands. See, nobody can grip balls like Victor.
Can you palm it with 2 fingers?
The craziest of Victor's measurements, though, are why he looks like Slender Man. Victor's long-ass arms allow him to dunk by barely even jumping. He even showed his POV while hooping. And that's all because of his record-setting wingspan. The second highest in the NBA is a tie at 7'10" by my boys Bo and Mo. Victor topped both of them though, measuring at 8 feet long. And just looking at his length, I already know what else you're wondering about. What the does this dude eat? I'll give you a hint. A lot.
Word on the street is that you eat quite a bit. How many meals a day?
At least 5. I gotta eat whenever I can.
Eating that much isn't surprising for a dude as big as him. Honestly, what surprises me is how he even sits at restaurants. Victor eats a ton of different foods. His favorite food completely took over his life though.
Now going to them, what excites you most and what do you hope to work on this summer?
Breakfast tacos. I heard a lot about breakfast tacos.
After saying that, he was instantly asked what his favorite taco toppings were.
What meat do you use? Beef?
You can put whatever you want on it.
The chicken then, what's the name? The tortilla chicken, some cheese, some sour cream, tell me if I'm wrong, sour cream, and yeah, some pepper, red pepper.
And Spurs fans definitely heard that, because not only did fans wait for him to arrive in San Antonio for the first time and literally show up to the airport just to give him tacos, he got invited to one of the best taco places in the city that made sure he got addicted.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? We eat tacos over here? Can I order some? This is my favorite mural in San Antonio, I'd say. And without a doubt, my new favorite taco spot too.
Fans really got a mural of him eating tacos? I already know a certain other NBA player who's gonna invite him over for Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesday!
Alright, Lataco, can I get back to talking about Victor now? Victor might be the NBA's #1 eater, but I bet you didn't know the secret meaning of why he wears #1 on his jersey. You'd think Victor chose the #1 because in the draft he was the #1 pick. You might even think it's because he got invited to Yankee Stadium to throw out the first pitch. That throw was trash. That's definitely not the reason. See, the #1 is something Victor wore before the fame. I'm talking about the multiple teams he's played with as a teenager, during an all-star game, and even while playing for France, he chose 32 because, well, 3 minus 2 equals 1, if you didn't know. So when he got drafted to the NBA, within just one day, his jerseys were already put into development because there was only one number he was gonna choose. And after the jerseys were made, fans lined up for miles to be one of the first to be repping his iconic #1, so Victor's jersey became a top seller. As much as those fans were glazing Victor and his number though, they can't compare to the dude who literally bought a custom Spurs colored Corvette, got Victor's jersey number put on the license plate, and offered to give it to Victor for free just so he'd hang out with him one time.
So apparently you'd like to give it to Wemby in exchange for a hangout sesh.
A what?
I mean,
A
hangout
hangout
sesh.
Just look at you, bro. Victor ain't hanging out with you, neither will anybody. The funny part is, I guarantee neither him, that ugly ass thing in the passenger seat, or any of Victor's fans knew the reason why dude even chose #1. Well, it's all because of a motivation Victor's always told himself.
It's really a mentality, you know, #1, because for me there's no other option but to be #1, you know. I can't accept to be behind someone in some way, you know, and not being the best.
But even though Victor's jersey number represents him believing he's better than everyone, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, for now it's working, because it just helped him set a world record in NBA 2K. It's all because millions of fans were anticipating the new 2K to drop just so they could officially use Victor's character. I mean, people were such a fiend, they were creating Victor in the last 2Ks he started being hyped up, and seeing him do things like this made people think he was gonna break the game. Even the face of their company, Ronnie 2K, admitted it.
I mean, he is the freak NBA 2K player, right? A 7'4" guy that can do everything. He's KD with 5 extra inches. He's gonna break our game.
So 2K had a lot to figure out, and they had to fast, because just like they do before every game's release, they planned on revealing players' ratings ahead of time, including Victor's. Keep in mind a couple things though. One, all they'd seen Victor do up to this point was play in leagues against trash cans,
Wembanyama throwing it down.
a few summer league games against nobody,
Rim run. And the pump.
shoot around at practices, and 2, here's the ratings that some other NBA stars came in as rookies. Steph was a 69 overall, LeBron was a 78, Kevin Durant was an 80, and the highest rated rookie in NBA history was Zion Williamson with an 81 until now.
There you go. You want to show the people?
I don't know yet. Oh, that's nice. That's all right.
You like that?
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
Hold up, an 84? They already made dude a top 50 best player in the entire NBA without him playing a single NBA game? That makes no sense. No wonder why his 2K players always glitching out.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, misses the dunk.
What is going on, Wembanyama? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Johnson.
Nah, but for real, dude definitely deserves it, because he's the only player I ever heard of that's been cooking NBA stars since he was a kid. Here's the time Victor was only 16 years old and already 7'3". Next to him was Rudy Gobert, a 7'1" grown-ass man, one of the NBA's best defensive players at the time, who literally made history by winning 3 awards because of it, and even he couldn't stop a young Victor. Man, either Victor was unstoppable or Rudy was ass. No wonder why his team traded him after this. It's just crazy Victor did that when growing up, basketball wasn't even his favorite sport. Dude's got a ton of other hobbies because he's a bit of a renaissance man.
Renaissance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Renaissance man in town.
I didn't know. Okay.
Anyways, with Victor living in another country for so long, it makes sense why he loves another sport.
What sport are you best at?
I gotta go with, football. I mean, soccer.
Yeah, oh, soccer.
You should call it football.
You'd be a great goalie.
Yeah, I mean, I was. I used to be.
I could see that. Not baseball?
Now, even though they were laughing at the thought of Victor being coordinated enough to be good at football, he proved his skills with a viral clip, accidentally played the sport during a basketball game.
Yeah, he plays soccer too.
Then during a photo shoot, he showed off his foot game while letting us know one of France's best teams and best players are his favorites.
Who's your favorite player?
Mbappe.
Have you ever met him? You guys have a relationship?
Yeah, I met him once. He's just a French, young, already great player. I think I can look up to him a little bit.
After saying that, Victor and Mbappe kicked it again, and Mbappe even became a fan of him.
Yeah, everybody is supporting him in France. He's a top talent, top guy, and I hope he's gonna perform in the NBA.
That's cool, you Ninja Turtle looking ass boy, but Victor's also got hobbies other than playing with balls. Sometimes he likes to disconnect from sports and social media, because people like me can be annoying. Hey yo, Victor, we're making a video about you. Let the HoopFlix gang know they need to subscribe.
Ça me touche vraiment.
You heard the man. Subscribe. Other than that though, Victor's a huge admirer of art, so whenever he's traveling through new places, he loves showing up to museums or galleries where he's always admiring giant periods, people's heads on fire, even cocks. I mean, roosters? And whenever he ain't doing that, Victor also loves shopping for books because he's a big reader, especially when it comes to Game of Thrones.
He can't help browsing through a selection of books in between photo shoot setups, specifically Game of Thrones.
I saw the show and I'm reading the book right now.
All right. So Victor's a reader, an eater, and damn near a creature. Now I see why before even stepping on an NBA court, he's gotten more nicknames than anybody in NBA history. There's been a huge dilemma following Victor's career so far, and it's that nobody knows what the to call this man. We've had Kobe Bryant being called the Black Mamba, James Harden being called the Beard, even Giannis Antetokounmpo's nickname was created when he became the Greek Freak. But the most clever name people came up with for Victor was shortening his last name of Wembanyama to Wemby. That's the weakest, lowest effort nickname of all time. Now, Victor personally liked it enough to change his ads on Instagram and X to it. The fans have stayed so determined to create the perfect nickname for him though, that it's become a trending topic. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith called him the poor man's Kevin Durant because of his length and skills combined with injury concerns. Now, obviously that old head with the fucked up hairline doesn't know what he's talking about because Victor's barely ever gotten a scratch on his body and he hasn't even joined 18 super teams like KD has, so we ain't going with that. There was a time LeBron James was praising Victor though and accidentally gave him a nickname.
We're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
Now, alright, calling him an alien was definitely wild. I mean, dude does kind of look like an alien though. Either way, this nickname stuck more than the others because not only did a San Antonio coffee spot embrace Victor by making him an exclusive themed drink called the Alien, this nickname became a big enough deal for Nike to offer Victor a $100 million deal and begin marketing him based off the alien concept during commercials. He also posted up in photo shoots advertising Nike Tech Fits while on another planet. And not only did the caption showcase his alien tag that LeBron gave him, Nike also called Victor the extraterrestrial, which if you're a high school dropout like me and don't know big words, it's a hypothetical or fictional being from outer space, especially an intelligent one. Let's be real though, dude ain't from another fucking planet, man. So some other nicknames have been thrown in the mix, like when NBA legend Jalen Rose thought he was onto something.
His name is Victor Wemby. For now, I'm just calling him Blank Check, because that's what he's gonna garner real soon.
Now, not only did I have no idea what the hell that man was talking about, I also couldn't take him seriously because he got 81 by Kobe.
Joker.
He gets it.
None of these nicknames seemed right, so talk shows began just throwing anything out there to see if it would stick.
People have suggested maybe V-Dub or The Dub, but then you have the Warriors. They're the Dubs. You can't have that.
The Wembanyama, the Victor Antula.
Well, with VW, how can we not call him the Bug?
Alright, listen man, the only way VW works is if this is the Volkswagen bug he's named after. Not one of these shit stains. At this point though, Victor deserves something special. The man's a future face of the league, and we've never seen so many NBA legends praise someone this early. Victor's not stopping till every NBA star fears him, the whole world recognizes his game, and here's why he's destined to become a basketball GOAT.
Have you gotten a chance to see Victor Wembanyama yet?
Yeah, of course. How can you miss him? That type of talent and skill, and it just puts a smile on your face if you play basketball, you know?
I've never seen this before in my life. He's taller than Rudy Gobert. Wow. He can block shot like Rudy, but shoot like KD.
He's growing up now watching KD and seeing Steph and seeing Giannis, and instead of him saying, okay, I just don't want, just because I'm 7'3" or 7'4", I don't want to just sit in the post. Now I want to get out and work on my handles 3 days a week, and then the other 3 days I want to work all on shooting.
Time playing in summer league. He blocked Klay Thompson. He just blocked his second, and then will just hammer that. Is he just toying us into a turnover and
He has the chance to be one of the best, not in his age or not in Europe, one of the best to ever play this game.
Remember we heard all the hype, the generational talent, LeBron? Bro, I didn't see it. I saw that shit the other night. Right now, today, Wemby is one of the top 5 skilled players in the NBA.
look out! A Christmas Day gift!
If LeBron James, at that exact moment, showed up, Victor would go higher than him.
Man, and that's why Victor's #1. But what if I told you jersey numbers like his don't end up on players for no reason? There's crazy stories behind why players chose him, like Kyrie Irving's only number 11 because it's been following him around since the minute he was born. LeBron was forced to switch his number because someone died. And James Harden's only number 13 because of honey buns? But listen, I only got a few seconds left to convince you to click this video before I lose a $100,000 bet, so this is your last chance, man. Are you clicking or am I going homeless? Help!